Elevate TV, advancing kingdom lifestyle.
Good morning. This is Elevate Television Morning Digest Wednesday edition, and I'm your host Moses Muiruri. And this is an extra. We're just having a great program today and dealing on the opportunities that are going to be announced. They were launched yesterday. But before we do that, let's do our drill. Remember our drill. Pick the link wherever you are. The link is already out. The live link is out, and please pass it on. Upload it on your phone and on your platforms right away. On Facebook is out, and on YouTube it's already out. So pick the link, load it, and send it to all your platforms. Remember to invite all your friends on WhatsApp, on all groups. And those of you on Elevate Television, pick the link and send it to all your friends. Let them see the opportunities today. Today we are talking about opportunities in America, Kenya, America trade ties, and we shall be dealing today with a great guest that we are having today. We are talking about the US-Kenya SME Trade Initiative that was launched, that has already been launched, and yesterday was a great launch again. And we are going to be talking about those opportunities that are found there. Remember, it is for the SMEs and what is their impact, what is their contribution. And today my guest is Ngatia from KEPSA. And I think KEPSA has been our friend, and we have to keep, thanking them. Karibu sana. This is Elevate TV.
Okay, thank you.
And please introduce yourself.
Good morning, viewers. My name is Ngatia. I work at KEPSA as the head of projects, and I'm excited, Moses, to be invited in your show.
Oh, karibu sana. Thank you for even honoring that invite. It was short notice, but I tell you, I think we owe you something.
It is our honor to share the opportunities with SMEs.
Yeah. One of the things I have to tell you, Ngatia, is that this specific Wednesday edition has a lot of young people, and because we deal with opportunities. What can young people get into? What are the opportunities? And if you check all our previous shows, you find opportunities. And I'm glad that we are talking about the opportunities in this initiative. And just as a beginning point, what are the opportunities, or maybe what you can say? What is this? Can you just inform us of the US-Kenya Trade Initiative, SME Trade Initiative?
Okay, thank you, Pastor Moses. The US-Kenya SME Trade Initiative is a partnership between Kenya Private Sector Alliance, KEPSA, and Corporate Council of Africa, CCA.
Oh. Yeah,
and we have been working with them. We have been having a partnership for a long time, from 2012. So they are good friends. And majorly we have been organizing bid-to-bid meetings and events, but we have realized over the years, SMEs are not able to take opportunities. So we decided to be deliberate in ensuring that we support SME in taking the opportunities, especially in the AGOA, or Africa Growth and Opportunities Act, that is US. Yeah,
that's great. That when I saw this invite, there's something people, when we were in college, we used to talk about the land of opportunities. Kenya is still the land of opportunities, not US now. And I felt I just saw a reality that somebody can trade out there. There are things that look far-fetched, and you people from KEPSA have brought it home. We want to congratulate you.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah.
And just being able to bring that. What opportunities are you looking at? What kind of SME businesses are you looking at?
In terms of the businesses that we are looking at,
yes.
We are looking at businesses that are registered in Kenya. They are SMEs, and we are looking at the sizes which have less than 100 employees. They are also exporting, so they are looking to export more to the US market, or they are ready to export.
Okay.
We are not right now. We are not targeting those ones who are not yet ready. So I know with time we will target them. We are also looking, because KEPSA is a membership organization. You have to be a member, and a membership. You can join even now as a member and join the initiative. So it doesn't mean that if you are not a member you are not eligible, but you can still join. Yeah.
You know, one of the things I realized is that on your platform that I could join and become a KEPSA member.
Yes, and we have interestingly, what we have also done, we have categories for SMEs, and which are very favorable for SMEs, and we look at 3 different categories: startups, and those ones who have grown from startups to SME tier 1 to tier 2, the bigger SMEs, as we try to support them to move them to big corporates, because our main objective is to ensure we grow businesses in Kenya from one level to another.
Wow.
Yeah.
And with these SMEs, you know, do you offer training?
Yes, we offer a lot of trainings and mentorship sessions.
Yes.
Yeah, and we last year alone we were able to train and mentor over 10,000 SMEs.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Just last year alone.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we were on lockdown, but you were busy.
Yeah. We adopt a virtual training which make it easier for anyone to log in from wherever they are. Yeah. So it does it. And very interestingly, we were getting between 300 to 500 participants per session.
You know, I sat in one of the trainings. I've sat in several, but I'll never forget one I sat in, and you had the MD for Kenya, Kenya Breweries.
Yes. Yes.
And that lady that day, she spoke from her heart.
Yes. That session had over 800 participants.
I was present, and then there's another one from, I think, is it Mabati Rolling? There's this. There was a director, one of the Asian directors of one of the manufacturing companies in Kenya.
Yes.
And he really spoke out, and I really want to thank you. I think from that day I picked lessons from that lady that were very key, and one of them is that never fear to start small.
Yes.
Never fear.
Yes.
The impact of SMEs in Kenya. Just try and just show it. Because people think SMEs are just hustles. We have a very funny name. I don't like that name personally. Hustles. Do you want to place it at that hustle level?
No. Because we at KEPSA we know that every business started as SME.
Yes.
So even the big corporates, even Safaricom, that you right now Kenya we say it's a very big corporate, started as an SME. So for us, we know the impact that the SME sector have on the country. You look at over 90% of the businesses are SME in Kenya.
Yes.
If you look at the employment impact, over 80% of the people who are employed in Kenya are employed by SME. And SME contribute over around that percent of the GDP.
Wow.
But we want to push that to around 50 so that we have more impact in terms of employment and GDP growth.
So the impact is major.
It's very major. If you look, if you are saying we have, statistics says we have around 17 million who are working. Yeah?
Yes.
Do 80%.
Sure. In fact, I was reading statistics by the government agency.
Yes.
They are saying over 80% of employment is from SME.
Yes.
So actually, you cannot joke around with SME.
Yes, and that's why we need to support. We need to support the SME so that they can grow. We need. I know we need to also generate more jobs, but also we need to grow. And the major impact we can do that is by growing the SMEs.
Yes.
We can create new SMEs, but our statistics shows where we need a lot of work is on supporting them, because 70% of SMEs die within the first 5 years.
Okay.
So what we need is to support those who are
the existing
one.
5 years is too short.
Yeah.
Apart from the training and the mentorship you do,
Yes.
what other support do you give them?
We also
And of course, we can't ignore the linkages.
yes. We usually have KEPSA support SMEs. We look at 360-degree support.
Okay.
So that we support them in all the areas that we have. From our research, we have seen almost SMEs are looking for. We look at access to markets,
Yes.
and that's where the US market opportunities comes in. We had another program we called, we are implementing last year with Trademark East Africa, e-commerce booster program, which we were supporting SMEs to go digital.
Yes.
Because we realized most people say they are digital, but the only thing they do is posting in Facebook or Instagram. That is not digital marketing.
Yes.
Digital marketing requires more than that. So we were helping, and we were able to onboard over 2,500 SMEs in that program, and out of that, 1,800 are now able to work with e-commerce platform.
You know, yesterday
Yes.
I was with a young man.
Yes.
He is selling some what you call accessories,
Yes.
phone accessories online.
Yes.
And he told me something. You know, people. You know the impact of what you call digital marketing.
Yes.
The guy is making 600 sales in a day.
People
Minimum.
Yeah, but you have to. What we know is it's not just posting in Facebook. There is much than that.
There is
that's
much
why,
than that.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's why we have that program. It has a lot. There are people who never have shops.
Yes.
They don't own any shop,
Yeah.
but they are making millions of shillings a month.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So
I mean,
yeah,
Alibaba.
and Alibaba
Yeah.
and Jumia's.
Jumia's, yeah, they don't have shops.
Yeah, they don't have shops. They don't even if you look at Uber,
Yeah.
they don't own any taxi,
Yes.
but they are making millions of shillings.
Yes.
So the power of technology, and that's why we learn that program to ensure that people can. And the other benefit of technology is it is limitless in terms of border.
Oh yeah, you can do business all over.
Yeah, you don't need to have an office in Kisumu to trade in Kisumu.
Yeah.
You don't need to have an office in Kampala to export in Kampala.
Yeah.
So that border race
Yes.
brings also another huge opportunity for SMEs to do.
I think that picture, every day as we paint the picture,
Yes.
we make it the world bigger and bigger for everyone.
Yeah.
I sat one day with a young man here, and he was doing apps for Russians from his bedroom.
Yeah.
He was doing apps for Russians.
Yeah,
Of course, not to invade,
Yes.
but
Yes, let me tell you, and you have touched something else that we are also implementing. We are implementing a program called Ajira Digital Program, where we are training young people to take opportunities that are there online. And we are looking, the major objective is to connect young people to digital and digital enabled jobs.
you called it Ajira
Digital Program.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a government of Kenya project, but KEPSA with Immobilis is implementing the program, and KEPSA is the one looking at the demand side, where we are looking at jobs. So we have companies for training that is done by Immobilis, but KEPSA is looking how do we ensure that young people get jobs.
Wow.
And we did a study last year, and we have established 1.2 young people are working.
1.2 million.
Yes, in Kenya.
Wow.
Yes.
On Ajira Digital.
Yes. So there are opportunities there for young people to also.
Whoa.
Yes.
I think we need to to open up KEPSA. I mean, the kind of information. Somebody sat here one time and told me information is one of the greatest capitals you should always have.
Yeah, sure,
because you
sure.
see, I mean, I didn't know about Ajira Digital.
Yes.
And somebody somewhere seated saying, Hakuna job.
Yeah, there is a lot of opportunities, but beyond the access to markets, let me probably give other things that we are also providing, other opportunities. We are looking at access to finance, where the rest of 1 year we have been working with Mastercard Foundation, and we are giving SMEs, majorly women and youth, interest-free, without collateral. Loans of between 100 to 1.5 million, yes, to support them so that they can be able to be to recover from COVID and also be more resilient.
Wow, it's amazing, friends. This thing is getting better and better. It's like, you know, it's increasing, and the opportunities that KEPSA is offering and the opportunities that are available are still on. Please remember to post your question, and our brother here will be able to answer them where he can, and also the opportunities you feel that you would want to know. Make sure you are part of this conversation as we, you know, embark on this discussion about the US Kenya SME Trade Initiative. You're talking about finances. You know, one of the things, and I have to agree with you, I remember during the COVID lockdowns, I saw that, and I remember getting an email, forwarding it to someone, and someone applied. Can you imagine?
Yes.
And I need to follow up and find out.
Yeah. We were able to give finances, but one of the gaps that we also noted, and we started a program on that, most of the businesses are not ready to get financing. So what we did based on that, we started an access to finance coaching program, where we coach people to what they need to do to ensure that they are investor ready.
Yes.
Because there are certain things that you need to ensure that you have their business plan, their financial projections, their financial statements that are required. You need to have all those documents. So we have programs that are running to support businesses to prepare those documents that are required by investors, whether commercial or non-commercial, or even banks, because all those documents, any person who wants to finance a business requires some history of that business.
Yes. I agree.
Yeah, so most of the businesses lack most of those documents, and that's why we came up with that program to ensure that we prepare the businesses so that we ensure that they also get finance.
You know the folly of small businesses. Somebody was sitting here one time and telling me the folly of small businesses is that most of them are not registered. And if they are registered not the right way. They just registered maybe a business name, or they're not registered for taxes. They don't pay taxes. And you know, there's this imagery that paying taxes is a beast. Maybe speak to someone and tell them actually it works out for you.
Okay. And I want to back your sentiment that most of the businesses are not registered. We did a study last year where we targeted women and the youth businesses, and interestingly, 70% were not registered.
Wow.
Yeah, and you know, I usually, when I'm engaging with business, I usually encourage businesses to register, because once you register, there's a lot of opportunities that comes with the registration. Most of the businesses, big corporates, even governments, you cannot access any opportunity without being registered. Even at KEPSA, you cannot engage without being registered. So registration give you wider opportunities that you need to. The issue of taxes, complying. I usually tell people, if you want to grow, pay taxes. If you want to grow, pay taxes. If you don't want to grow, don't pay. Because always, what happens if you don't pay, you are always doing business under the table.
Yes.
But when you start paying taxes, you start paying and ensuring that you now can go out and market. And that's why sometimes people say, when you do good business and you get traction from media, KRA will come. But you don't need to fear if you are complying.
No, if you are complying,
If you are not,
they can come.
they can come and they will come and review and say, this business is complying, and that will help even to grow your business even more.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you said it right, because I remember a friend of mine, he had a business. And the guy, the interesting thing, we have young people that are so skilled.
Yes.
I mean, you sit down here, he can create a website for you in few minutes.
Yes.
You sit down here, he can do for you graphics. You sit down here, he can do for you a film.
Yes.
But it's the skill. But now to bring that skill into the market, it needs to be in under registered business.
Yes.
It needs to have maybe taxes,
Yes.
because if you're going to compete, like you're saying,
Yes.
taxes. So the young man decided, we talked a conversation like this, and so he registered the business. The other day I was in his office, big office, nice, and the business is doing very well.
Yeah.
I concur with your sentiments. If you want to grow, pay taxes.
Yeah, pay taxes. Comply with the tax. If you comply,
Yeah.
I'm very sure every business, every opportunity that comes your way, you'll be able to apply and be able to win.
Do you think that's a lie that has been released into the atmosphere, that if you pay taxes, you'll be killed? Because I have encountered it. When we left college, after training, you are skilled, you're ready, we want to do business, everybody's saying we want to do business. We went and registered business names. But then, some of them are still being business names all along, hidden under the table,
Yes.
because we believe if you come up,
Yes.
the government will hit you down.
Yes.
Is it? I think that's a way to keep us down.
Yeah, that's a myth. That's a myth.
I like
If you look at the business that have grown, even the ones that you know,
Yes,
they comply with the taxes.
exactly.
Yeah. So people have to understand, so that they grow, they have to pay taxes. Once you start paying taxes, everything follows in place, and you are able now to go for any opportunity. Because if you look at even the big corporates, one of the things that they ask is tax compliance. You cannot produce a tax compliance if you're not complying.
Yeah, I think tax compliance is it's and once the government said you have to produce it,
Yes.
a lot of people went under the ground.
Yes.
But you see, tax compliance is, I think for me, is a beautiful thing.
And why it is a myth, because taxes is not the business income.
Yeah.
Because when you are charging, even if it's VAT, you charge your part, and you also charge the VAT.
You
So
charge
you are collecting VAT on behalf of the government.
Yes, and you should give it back.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at a few things here.
Yes.
And somebody is saying a great conversation. Great conversation there. Let me read another one. Great conversation there. Okay, we'll keep reading them. I want to ask you about what is your focus now beyond 2022 for SMEs, KEPSA? Because we're going to go for a break. We just started. We'll pick it up.
Yeah. We are focusing on four thematic areas. One is access to markets. We have, and I have mentioned the areas that we are focusing. We have also capacity building,
Yes.
where we do trainings and mentorships. We also do the access to finance, and I know I'll talk about it because we'll soon be launching a KEPSA revolving fund. Then we also have sharing of information, because sharing of information, most of the businesses suffer because they don't have information.
It's true.
And we are also soon be launching a portal where we want to ensure that all the finance available for SMEs, one can go in one portal and be able to see what fits for them. Yeah. And we are working with partners to ensure that we deliver all those.
So those are four. Please repeat them. And those of you online, write it for me. Number one,
It's access to markets.
access to markets.
Second is capacity building.
Capacity building.
Yes. Access to finance and the information sharing.
Information sharing. I like the information sharing part. Because you see, one of the key where we fail
Yes.
is lack of information.
Yes.
Because if we were informed
Yes.
in a way,
Yes.
I think there's a way. Information is, for me, is capital.
Yes,
It's
yes, sure.
great capital.
Data is that. In fact, data is the most now greatest asset right
Yes.
now.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's something else I had forgotten that we also focus, and we have been focusing with it for quite some time, is ensuring that we create enabling environment for the business through laws and policies. Yeah.
So you lobby government on behalf?
On behalf of the businesses. Yeah, and we have done it even for SMEs. We have several, we ensured that we have the MSE Act. We also championed the Company Act 2015, where right now you don't need a lawyer to register a business or a company.
Yeah.
You can just go to eCitizen and register from comfort of your
A limited company.
a limited company.
Okay.
Yes, and you can register as an individual. Previously, you could only register a limited company with at least 2 people. Right now, you can go as an individual.
I'll tell you what.
Yes.
Let me tell you. One time I was trying, when I left college, went to register a business where we used to go.
Yes.
There were guys on the counters, the moment you start filling documents, they show up.
Yes, yes, yes.
And you end up losing a lot of money.
Right now, you don't need to know anybody at the registrar's office. Just go online, eCitizen. You register within few days. You have your company.
And you link every document they ask for.
Yeah. All of them, you don't need to visit the registrar's office.
Wow.
All documents, you upload them.
Yeah.
And within few days, you have your registered company, and you can start doing your business.
I tell you.
Yeah.
I think information to us, we must begin to value information more than many things.
Yeah.
I tell you. Because you see, right now, I've just learned something here. You can register a company limited right from where you are.
Yeah.
And that's a work of KEPSA.
Yes.
To
Yes.
lobby government, to
Yes.
allow people,
Yes.
to ease the...
Yes.
Before we go for a break, there's something that people keep on talking about, licenses.
Yes.
The way, talk about it, because people say sometimes there are so many licenses for you to do business, a certain kind of business. Is there a one-stop shop?
I know we don't. It's one of the things that we are also looking at, because there are several issues, multiple licenses.
Yes.
Also, the issue of if you want to trade in another county, you need another license.
Yes.
So we are trying to come up with something that will resolve that. We are working with both the county and national government, because it's delaying the trading because of the many licenses requirements. It's something that is on our list of things that we are advocating, and I'm very sure the government will, because we have listened to many businesses, and that is one of their main pain points.
It's true, because last week alone I had a friend of mine.
Yes.
They were doing a film.
Yes.
Leaving Nairobi, just next county, they need to pay another license.
Yes.
There for them to do the same thing they had paid for here.
Yes.
And the fee is different.
Yes. Yes.
It was even more than what they had paid here.
Yeah.
So I think that would be one of the greatest things you would do for us.
In fact, if you look at that is even better. If you look at people who are selling, especially produce, imagine someone producing something in Nyahururu.
Yes.
They want to take it to Mombasa. There are several counties along the corridor. They have to pay
every county. Wow. I think that's something to think about.
So that is in our radar, and I'm very sure we'll be able to resolve it.
Well, we need to go for a break, and as we go for a break, this is the kind of break we go for. Please, it's a break to remind the people, call the people, tell them that we are on air, and we'll be dealing with opportunities in the US-Kenya SME Trade Initiative. And many things are coming up, information, data, and a lot of enlightening going on. Please don't miss this out. Let's meet after the break. Let's keep it elevated.
guidance to help pastors stand strong.
There are certain major attacks that men of God face in the life and ministry.
According to our tests, this man, we are just sure about 3 hours.
3 hours.
3 hours. 3 hours.
Oh my God.
Focus on issues affecting women.
Today on Sister Talk, we are going to discuss young wives.
And then those surprising moments, sometimes anakuja unashtuka, hey, mtu amekuja na flower, unasema hata sikuwa naitarajia, si birthday.
Empowering talks on health and wellness.
The services, they are deep. Yeah,
Yes.
they have ridges,
Yes.
and these tend to hide food.
Yes.
So you make sure they are super clean.
Wow.
Yeah.
Spice up your weekend with top-rated Christian movies.
An army of believers and will stand on your word above all else.
Good marketing makes the company look smart. Great marketing makes the customer feel smart. Are you looking for a place to advertise your upcoming conference, church meeting, or ladies' meeting? Look no further. Elevate TV is offering you a chance to advertise from as low as 5,000 Kenyan shillings. Talk to us today. Call us on 0705 872237.
Wow, wow, wow. Welcome back. We are dealing with the US Kenya SME Trade Initiative and you know, they say the business is in the details. My friend, that agreement and the MOUs, you said there are focus areas you're focusing as KEPSA. We just pick up one of them and begin up with that.
Okay, in terms of the US Kenya SME Trade Initiative, we are looking at several things. One is access to market. Okay. I said we are deliberate in ensuring that we identify specific opportunities.
Yes.
For SMEs that they can take advantage.
Yes.
So that we start seeing more export from Kenya to US. We are working with the Corporate Council of Africa, CCA, to identify those opportunities. So we have already started the recruitment of the beneficiaries.
Wow.
And once that happens, we'll select based on the criteria that is there. Then we'll be able to see what do they want to export or what are they exporting. We should be able to get opportunities from US, then link them so that they can be able to. So that's one of the benefits that we are looking. The other benefit is we are looking at investment opportunities. How do we link those businesses who want investors to get investors from US?
Okay.
Yes. So based on the needs of the businesses, we'll be able to link them with investors that can either invest through debt or equity funding. The other thing is mentorship. How do we ensure that we link those businesses who want to scale or who want to export to those who have been successful in exporting?
Yes.
So that they can get mentorship, especially on the successes that they have had, the areas that they have had difficulty, so that you don't follow the same path. So that's an area that we are also looking at. The other thing is it's just information sharing. What are the opportunities that are there? Because we are working with different partners that are supporting us. What opportunities that are there, or information that can help businesses, that is available, that can help businesses to get data that can help them make decisions or take opportunities that are available.
Amazing. You know, that element of being able to get, you know why people may want to go to those nations is to go and find the opportunities. Now you're bringing the opportunities home.
Yes.
And I think that's a commendable job. What is the expectation of the Americans?
what we are doing, because we launched yesterday, we are also supporting them, because there are areas that their SME may want to also export. Because we are supporting both export and import. Because even Kenyan businesses, there are some items they may want to import from US.
Yes.
So how do we link those export and import, both ends?
Yes.
I think that's how we are looking at it. So it's a mutual benefit.
Yeah, because it would look one-sided about.
It's a mutual
so even
benefit.
the Americans are benefiting from us, and we are benefiting from them.
Yes.
Tell me about the meeting yesterday. I think it's important for us to have a take-home from that.
Okay. Yesterday we had a launch, and the launch was to now kickstart the process of implementation.
Okay.
And that's why you saw we had the Kenya and the US, because it's a partnership, and we had representative from Kenya government and US government.
Yes.
And also KEPSA, led by the CEO, Karo Kariuki, and also the CCA president and CEO. So it was just kickstarting the implementation process. So we are starting with the first cohort. It may seem very small, 25, but we have a big picture.
Okay.
So it's like a pilot for us. It's not something that we have ever done previously. We want to see how do we start, and when you are starting, you don't start with a big step. You start with a small step. As you learn, even a baby, you start with crawling, and So we have a big vision of ensuring that.
My take home from that meeting yesterday, I saw intention.
Yes.
When I was listening and looking at it, I saw intention.
Yes.
The real intention is there. And I think with you foot soldiers, you run it through.
Yes.
Even if it's a small number of 25, I think they will become something we can see.
Yes.
You know the problem we've always had is that documents that never work.
Yes.
They're always in shells. But this one, I think yesterday when I was in the meeting, there was intention.
Yes.
And now that you're seated here, you're promising us that this matter will be dealt with. My friend, this is an election year.
Yes.
And the businesses.
Yes.
What do you have to say? Being an election year, and I think you are a Kenyan. You've seen the way the politics are going, and sometimes it's sad when you listen to some of these conversations that people are having.
Yes.
It's like this is a do or die. They don't care about the businesses around. It's just about this election. What do you have to say?
Okay.
Or maybe if you have KEPSA's position.
The good thing, KEPSA is implementing a project specifically on erection. It's called Mkenya Daima. It has been there for long, from 2012, where we are looking at how do we ensure peace, because peace disrupts businesses.
Yes.
So how do we ensure that we have peace? The second thing, how do we ensure that we have good leaders? Because the good leaders are the ones that will make sure whether we'll have good environment for business. For businesses. So how do we guide and ensure that Kenyans understand how to look for good leaders? Yes. And the other thing is, how do we ensure that we have safe spaces for everyone? In every election, there are usually violence, and the most affected are women and children. So how do we ensure that we eliminate those violences to ensure that everybody is in a safe space? Those are the main areas that the Kenya Daima is looking at, and everyone can follow us on KEPSA, and the program has already started, and I know it will be launched tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah,
Kenya Daima.
The Kenya Daima. Yeah.
So we should look out for that. Please look out from Kenya Daima.
Yes.
And subscribe. I think we need more people to be there. As you said about the violence, and the day before yesterday there was a bad video circulating.
Yeah.
And we surely condemn.
Yeah.
Surely. is terrible.
It's very terrible. If you look at how the video, in fact, you look at it and you feel ashamed that something like that can happen. And we at KEPSA we are running a gender-based violence project, and it pains when you see such things happening. And as we are looking at gender-based violence at the private sector, how do we ensure that we reduce and eliminate gender-based violence at the private sector?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
So
I think
yeah,
it's imagine that's only one that came up.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are others. Actually, I witnessed one time on the road.
Yeah.
There are
there are usually very many cases. It's only that most of them are unspoken, but there are usually many cases to both, not just to women, even to men. That happens.
Yes.
So I think we need to find a way as a country to ensure that we eliminate such violence.
Just off the cuff. Will KEPSA be involved in trying to suggest some regulation in the industry, the border industry? Because currently, I think that's one of the most unregulated. What do you have anything about them? We are passing, so it's not something you should think about much. Just is that a thought that came in, but it's something to think about.
Yes, yes, it's something that we are thinking, and I'm very sure our transport sector board, because our transport sector board is looking at it, and we should be able to guide our next steps on how we'll deal with it.
Yeah, that was not yours. That was
yes.
a passing cloud. Now, the trade, that trade initiative, how long is it going to be there? The initiative, is it timed?
It's not timed. Right now we are looking at, it will go even beyond the current AGOA Act, which is 2025. So it's a long term. For us, it's a long term. And as I said earlier, our long-term relationship with the Corporate Council of Africa is more than 10 years now.
Wow, yeah.
So we are looking at long-term.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's good because at least there are some things that are timed.
Yeah.
And people can say, if I don't get into this time, so there's enough time to prepare.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm sure you'll be preparing people on how to prepare for the opportunities.
Yeah, yeah. We always, and probably we need to ask people to subscribe to our social media pages.
Please
because
do that.
Yeah,
please
because
do that.
because we share all those opportunities.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think without being very, without trying to flatter you.
Yes.
I think I agree 100%.
Yes.
I've been to your site.
Yes.
I go there.
Yes.
I am a subscriber.
Yes.
And I think I'm well informed.
Yeah, we
on
have
every move.
Yeah,
so please appeal to someone and tell them to get to subscribe.
We have Facebook. We have Twitter, we have YouTube. All of them KEPSA.
Not forgetting even the website.
The website. Yeah. And in fact, even if you want to probably apply for this, because it's already open, and it will be closing this week. You can go to our KEPSA website. You can just type https KEPSA.or.ke. Then you go to a tab called Business Hub. Then from there you will see SME opportunities. From there, it will be the top opportunities there. Yeah.
So I think I agree. Your social media is well managed and handled, and we have to give you up.
We have a great team. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much.
Give it up for you. You have done a great job.
Our communication team is doing a good job. Yeah.
And I think then you qualify to to teach and to mentor on, like what you were saying about digital presence and marketing. You qualify because you have proved to really do it.
Okay, thank you very much.
I want to ask you, because time is 1 hour is very short.
Yes.
So we want to ask, is it, you see the trade initiative, yeah? Are you going to have specific areas maybe for women or young people? Is for anyone who can do it?
It's for anyone as long as you are an SME, because this one we are looking at SME, so it's not. We'll mainstream everyone there. Yeah.
As I told you,
yes,
this Wednesday edition is basically for young people. What do you have for them? You know, one of the key questions I keep getting here,
Yes.
and because I run sometimes questions, and
Yeah.
I know people say, oh, there are no opportunities. Oh, I need someone to give me an opportunity. What are the opportunities? And you don't even need to talk about KEPSA.
Yes.
That you can literally look into that camera,
Yes.
because you see, I think your experience is enough to tell somebody where opportunities are. Please do that.
Okay. In terms of opportunities, at KEPSA, I will start with KEPSA.
Okay.
If we are in, you are looking for opportunities to use your skills, and you want to go digital, there is the Ajira Digital Program. There are so many opportunities there. You can get either local or international opportunities. There are so many young people who are earning through Ajira Digital Initiative. So just join the Ajira Digital. If you want to start a business, we have so many SME initiatives at KEPSA. So you can be able to take opportunities of those opportunities that are available. Generally, opportunities are all over. You only need to ensure that you are digital, and instead of just going to social media to look for memes and all those funny things, there are so many opportunities. The only caution is always verify the information that circulates on the social media, because social media is also known to also provide untruthful information.
Yes.
So always, even if you get it in the social media, you should probably check it in the website of a company. If it's an opportunity for KEPSA, always it will always be in KEPSA website. If not KEPSA website, there is numbers in the KEPSA website. You can call and verify, or an email.
Yes.
So there are different ways of verifying those opportunities.
So opportunities are there.
They are there.
And nobody should sit at home and say there are no opportunities.
If you are going, especially the youth, because they are majoring in social media, spend more time in. If you are looking for a job, spend more time in looking the jobs and applying. Don't tell, some youth say is that you have to know someone to get employed.
No.
There are so many people. There are few who get those jobs, but most of people don't get jobs because they know someone.
It's true, because during the lockdown, I witnessed like 4 people who did interviews online, got jobs online, and they were hired during a lockdown.
Yes.
So really, it's not about knowing someone.
But there is that myth and misconception that in Kenya that to get a job you have to know someone.
I like the way you are calling it a myth. It's actually a myth.
Yeah, it's a myth. It's a myth, because I can tell you, for me, I have applied so many jobs and got. I have never gotten a job because I knew someone.
Can you imagine? It's interesting that school of thought needs to go. And please, if you're seated at home, tafadhali amka bana. Get into that, use your phone and get to at least try KEPSA. You get the opportunities. And if you have any queries, any questions, there are numbers on that site, and you can call them and they can verify for you information. As we begin to close down, this is a question I'm asked every other day. If you check my inbox, you'll be amazed. There's a question that, when I put all of them together, there's always one that is always there daily. Do these people offer, apart from online, do they offer, one-on-one mentorship?
Previously we had, but because of COVID, we have not had those opportunities. We have done it virtually, and the best thing with virtual, and we have seen it work, we are able to reach more people than what we used previously.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, previously we were overstretched to reach even 100 people. Right now we are dealing with so for us, we see it as an opportunity, not as a limitation. The virtual, but we always, and in those opportunity, in those sessions for mentorships, most of the mentors give their contacts for any follow-ups that you may want. So there is that opportunity after you get to the virtual to reach out to the mentor to get specific. And we always support. If you want something from our mentor, we can always do that linkage. Yes.
Wow. And there's something somebody said. Maybe, I don't know what you think about it. Today I'll throw a lot of... that we need to begin to teach business right from school. Right from school.
Yes.
Because some people... just bringing it's not just teach business, there's business studies, but now bringing the awareness that there's actual business. You can do actual business. Do you have programs that reach out to schools?
We have a partnership with one of the university.
Wonderful.
Yeah, but what would like probably is to be at scale, because even me, when I can remember when I was growing up, we used to be told to ensure that we pass, so that we get good jobs.
Yes.
So I think we need to start now changing that narrative, so that even when you are going to school, you can create job yourself.
Yes.
You can create jobs yourself. Yes. And there are people who are talented. There are those people who are talented with arts and all those talents, which can be turned to a business, not just a talent.
Yes.
Like now your friend who you said you had who was doing very good in developing website.
Yes.
I'm sure when they converted that to a business, now they are employers.
Yes, now actually several guys.
Yes, they are employers. So how do we turn many, and we have a lot of conversation towards around people creating jobs, not waiting for government to create jobs.
Actually, that to me is the greatest talk we should have.
Yeah.
Where people are encouraged to create jobs.
Yes.
Because you see, like him, he started, in fact, he's not even a website, he does apps.
Yes.
He does applications.
Yes.
And he just did one app after another. Now I went into his office, I found he had actually about 24 young people on machines doing apps.
Can just imagine. He has employed 24 young people.
Yes.
Then, and himself now 25.
Yes. Yeah. And he has an accountant.
Wow.
He has a HR.
Wow.
It's a big thing. Actually, he told me now he's actually creating, I may not mention his name.
Yes.
He's creating apps for a central bank of one of African nations. And he's barely 25.
Yeah. So there are opportunities. And the good thing with most of the opportunities that are available, they are now, we are now open for operating in businesses in all the countries. Yeah? You can sit here. You don't need even to go to US to do a job that for a US company or for a US individual. You can work from here.
Yes.
COVID has taught us a lot of,
It was a school.
Yeah. Things can happen from homes. So you don't need an office to say that you want to start a business. You can operate it from where you are.
Actually the other day I saw government recognizes home offices.
Yes.
Government recognizes. The way they say premise of your business when they are looking for, when you ask for a tender, and say the premise.
Yes.
You literally operating from your garage in the house, and they actually acknowledge that's an office.
Yes.
Because COVID has taught us office is where you are.
Yeah. In fact, some people work from even under a tree. You just need a laptop and internet.
Yes.
You can work from anywhere. Yeah.
It's an amazing opening. I think for us, I took COVID very, very positively.
Yes.
When I discovered I could achieve what I can achieve right from my own house.
Sure.
People who do broadcasts in the house, a real broadcast. Now they do meetings right from the house.
Yes.
And it's an amazing thing. But back to our talk on creating jobs. Because we are going to close in less than 5 minutes. We are closing down. Creating jobs. I believe everybody carries inspiration. Everybody, just looking at, even where you stay, you'll be amazed that there are people who look up to you and say, that man, the way he grows, drives out, drives in. that man, he has something. And I want you to look at that camera today and just tell somebody, you can start a business. You don't need a lot of things, information, maybe that laptop you think has nothing. Amazing, my first business, I started from my own laptop.
True.
Please look at that.
Yeah.
Let's inspire someone today.
I think you can start from somewhere, and even the big business I said earlier, even the big business that you see started from very small. So starting small and ensuring that you are persistent with what you are doing, passionate on what you are doing, you will grow that business. So it doesn't matter. I know people say capital. Capital is important, but the most important thing is to ensure that you have passion for your business and you are consistent. You know, if I order something, you be trustworthy.
Yes.
I order something, you have to deliver. You said you will deliver within 1 day. You have to deliver. If you don't deliver, you have to explain, not switching off your phone. You know, there are several things that needs to be, you know, something that needs to happen. That if you promise something, you deliver and keep the promise. Because if you do that, most of the customers will be repeat customers. Will also refer you to other customers because of the promise you keep. Yeah, you are a reliable person.
I think that thing of phones going off is very common.
It's very common, especially in the social media where you
I tell you that
and
thing.
a person can tell you, I have this, I can deliver within the day, and probably they ask you to pay a deposit. You pay, then they switch off their phone. Or they start giving you excuses.
I did that for a car hire one time.
Yeah. So
being
being trustworthy and reliable, it's one of the tenets of a good business person.
Yeah, I think, those things people think about doing business, especially young people, are just ambiguous.
Yes.
I think the very, very core things, you are reliable,
yes,
you are trustworthy, you are somebody who keeps your word.
Yes.
You are able to explain when something goes wrong. You don't wait until you are called.
Yeah.
When lights went off and you are supposed to design some website.
Yes. You call
power is off.
Power is off. So I'll deliver within this. You are consistent. If you are probably processing or doing some manufacturing for a product. Be consistent on that product. Don't make, sometimes people start very well. Once orders start coming in, they change the quality. So be consistent.
I tell you, they change the quality. I remember in the weekend, my wife and I made a decision. We will not be buying anything from that bakery. We just made a decision because they have changed the quality. Can you imagine?
Because the production probably they have changed because they want their profit margin to go up. Or they are not able to deal with the orders,
It's sad.
Yes.
Well, we cannot say everything. I mean, there's time for another day. We have to keep something for you. A wise man once told me, don't exhaust your guests. You can call them to finish when you need them. And I want to really appreciate you. Or personally, I really do. I think when I sent the invite, I was a bit, and especially knowing that this meeting was going to happen, I thought maybe you'd be very held up, but with all that, you accepted to come. Thank you very much. Elevate really appreciates you. I do personally appreciate you. And as we close, do you have a parting shot?
Thank you very much for the invitation. It was an honor for us to also explain the partnership. And for me, we have a lot of opportunities. Let's explore and engage. Let's get information. There's a lot of information at KEPSA. And we'll be glad to share. So we ask people to join us, be part of our community, and we should be able to grow together, because our objective is to see business growing and be very happy to support. I usually say, in a day, if I support one business is, and the business is happy. That's one of my happiest days in my life.
Wow.
Because we would like to see business growing.
Yeah.
And we have passion to grow the businesses.
Wow.
Yeah. So I would just ask people to join our community. We work together.
You know what you've just said about just help one business.
Yes.
What people don't know is that one business is a one household or many.
Yes, yes.
Because you see, we are the way the African setup. One person may be supporting 10 people.
Yes.
Just from your salary alone. So imagine if one business is employing 10 people, you have just actually impacted 100 people.
Yeah, and not even that. You are looking just the employees, but even the value chain.
Yes.
A business has other different.
Yeah.
They have their suppliers.
Yes.
They have their customers.
I tell you.
So once you impact one person, you are impacting more than 100 people.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
And that's what I want us to have that in mind. Anytime you begin a business, remember, it's not for you, it's for many people. You're impacting not only yourself, you're impacting other communities, and above all, you are contributing to the building of this nation. And that is what we should all have. I think the patriotic part of us should be, let me do this to help in building the nation. And Wangari Maathai, the late, gave us a very interesting analogy, become the hummingbird. What are you doing in this big problem to change the situation? That's what we leave you with. This is Elevate Television, Advancing Kingdom Lifestyle. My guest has been Harrison, and thank you, Harrison, for coming from KEPSA, and take our regards. And I tell you, you can come if you want anything to say anything on Elevate.
Yes,
you're welcome.
Thank you.
That's
we'll
all
be
we
looking
could.
forward.
Yeah.
We'll be looking forward for our next.
Thank you for tuning in. Remember, this is Elevate, Advancing Kingdom Lifestyle. We'll see you next Wednesday. God bless you.